I want you to imagine serving a mouth-watering meal to your friends or family without the hassle of cleaning up a bunch of dishes afterwards. This quick and easy one-pot chicken and rice recipe takes care of that imagination for you. It can be a reality, I promise. Just follow this super easy recipe and you're only going to be stuck cleaning one pot or make your friends or family clean the pot. I'm also going to teach you a really easy garlic white sauce that pairs perfectly with this dish. The first step is going to be bringing your bone-in chicken thighs to room temperature and season them up. Now, when you're putting these seasonings together in a bowl, don't rely completely on measurements all the time. Being a good cook means using intuition and your gut a bit, your stomach too, obviously. So taste it along the way, then you're going to be able to understand what flavors complement the others, and think about the surface area of whatever you're seasoning. Try to imagine how much seasoning it's going to take to cover this chicken right here. And make sure to make double the amount of seasoning so we can set aside half of it for the rice later on. Back on my ship in the Coast Guard, we typically didn't have internet service since we'd be conducting operations that couldn't either spare the bandwidth or security risk. So this meant all of us chefs used a limited amount of cookbooks really. We heavily relied on one another to taste test along the way. Once your chicken is fully coated, set it aside, slice up one onion and one lemon. Save your other two lemons. We're going to use one to juice into the chicken and the other we're going to use for the garlic white sauce. Also pull out a handful of fresh parsley, give it a real rough chop and set it aside. Grate 3 garlic cloves as well. You can chop or mince this up if you don't have a microplane, or if you prefer that way, that's fine. After all this, we got our mise en place ready to go for the chicken. We're going to grab out a big pot, we're going to throw in some olive oil, and we're going to place the chicken in skin side down. That's important. We want a nice little crisp on the chicken. You can use boneless thighs if you'd like, but the bone in, honestly, it's going to give a better flavor overall. After 3 minutes or so on each side, set the chicken aside, keeping in mind that it's not fully cooked and you can't take a bite just yet, so please, hands off E. coli city. Leveraging all that chicken fat, you can toss in your sliced onions, juice a lemon, and add in your grated garlic. Now, we can also add in some tomato paste, which really levels up this dish that much more. Mix everything together until the onions start looking almost like a jam. Then add in the remainder of your seasoning mix to really kick things up, followed by your rinsed white rice, which you should have rinsed until the water is clear, or you're going to be in big trouble. Add in a little more oil at this step and toast up the rice a little bit. Then we're going to add in 2 cups of chicken stock and half a cup of water. You can do full chicken stock if you'd like, but it's more of a taste preference, so try both and see what you like better, honestly. Give it a good stir, throw in about half of that chopped parsley, save the other half for the end. Then we're going to top this with our sliced lemons. Once the chicken is on top the lemons and everything's cooking together, the chicken fat is going to drip through the sliced lemons into the rice, making it super juicy. Cover the pot on low to medium heat for about 25 to 30 minutes. If you're enjoying this video, you're learning something new, give this video a like, subscribe to my Helm's Kitchen YouTube channel. It really helps me grow as a creator. I love creating food content for you. I want to continue doing so. So join my Helm's Kitchen community, help me make that happen, and keep this train going. Next up is our quick and easy garlic white sauce that's good on just about anything, honestly. Lasts about a week in the fridge too. We're going to add in some plain yogurt. We're going to juice in a whole lemon. Get creative with this sauce. You can sub in equal parts yogurt with mayo, for example, exchange this parsley for cilantro or coriander. Have fun with it, you know? Grate in some garlic and toss in some salt, as well as cracked pepper, and I'm gonna put in paprika, which makes it pop a little bit more, you know? Mix it up really well, and then we're gonna transfer it into a little bottle if you have one, or a Tupperware, or a Ziploc bag. This is something you can always keep in your fridge, which makes eating at home that much more enjoyable. And if it's more enjoyable, you're more likely to not eat out and eat at home, which inevitably is gonna save you time and money, and probably health in the long run. After 25 to 30 minutes, take off the lid and take a whiff of your beautiful one-pot chicken and rice. Top it with that remaining chopped parsley and just smell it and enjoy it. And if you want, use it as a meal prep. Stick it in the fridge. It'll last, 4 or 5 days or so in the fridge, or pop all this in little containers and stick it in the freezer. And next time you're hungry, just toss it in the microwave or throw it in the oven. Just add a little water or chicken stock to heat it up so it stays nice and moist once it's reheating. You can find this full written recipe along with a ton of other ones on my website, hellmanskitchen.com. Just use the really easy to use recipe search index and search for one pot chicken and rice. It'll pop right up. And don't worry, it's not like a blog where I'm going to share my life story. It's cut and dry. You'll see the recipe right away. If you enjoyed this video, I guarantee you'll enjoy my other episode where I teach you how to make Uncrustables. I'll teach you 3 different ways to make DIY Uncrustables. I'm going to link that video up here and below in the description.